15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1.
You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get 2 counter punches. Nobody wants to lead.
As far as the fighter with the faster hand speed goes, going up against the high stamina, high endurance guy, what is the one thing he has to be very conscious of?
Where he is, geography. That he's in the center of the ring where he can use that speed. Stay out of those corners. Definitely stay off the ropes.
Nice solid left hand scored by Lewis. Gets rid of that body shot. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, Ali's right hand working well that time. He scored well. He missed with that headshot. Lewis is smashed up top. And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Sound defense. Good block that time by Muhammad Ali. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lewis. Last 10 seconds of this first round. And now he scores well with the straight right. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but it wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there. Pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target. But his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Keep your hands up. Good block there by Muhammad Ali. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Parries that punch intended for the head. Ali's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Lewis.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Good looking counter. Oh! Ruined in one instance. Just done. Fight over. Well, good evening. 15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. It's a mighty list of power punchers that Muhammad Ali has continually faced. You got Joe Frazier on there. You got George Foreman on there. And tonight, now this power puncher opposite him.
Well, you have 2 problems with that power. 2 of them when you face Ali. One is, how do you land it? You have to find the perfect spot. Maybe catch him, pull him back with his hands down. You know, maybe time him as he's throwing a jab. But very difficult to do. And then the second problem, you have a guy that you're hitting that has a great chin.
That right hand over the top lands flush. Halfway through this round here. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Ali's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Ali's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Ali's hoping that his strategy of utilizing his jab pays off. How can it do so, Teddy? What will that bring to him?
Well, it's going to bring a lot of things. First of all, defense, separation. It's going to keep his opponent at a distance where he can't harm him. Hey, if you're a fighter and a guy can't harm you, guess what? That's a good thing. The other thing is to set up his other punches.
Nice strike after catching one by Lewis. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Hits him in the mug with the right. Combination to the head. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Look at that. The hook came home with ease. Halfway through round number 2.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Lewis is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Ali's plan may be to have more urgency at this point because that cut of his just has blood streaming all over him.
Well, there's 3 sides that can be affected. He can be affected himself by seeing his own blood. His opponent can get affected, get a little over anxious, and the judges, they could be affected a little bit by seeing that kind of blood.
Punch and move. Punch and move.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his... He got caught by that right hand. He never saw it coming. He may be looking to clinch here.
Keep your distance, all right? Beautiful, beautiful. Nice.
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
Well, when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's right inside of them, what's great inside of them. And he's responding just that way.
Stay on the outside.
Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. Good looking combo by Muhammad Ali. What a nice big right hand from Muhammad Ali. Took a shot, now he gives a left. His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him.
Thumbs up your punch. Come on, now, champ.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Focus. Scored well up top. Ali with a big left. That was a fine block by Lewis.
Oh, a good right hand by Muhammad Ali. A well-targeted jab that time. Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
How important are these mental gymnastics that Muhammad Ali twists and turns, like his pre-fight antics with Sonny Liston, in terms of him getting the results that he wants?
Well, I think he looks for two things. It's the double-edged sword. One is that, you know, he can kind of invade the psyche of his opponent, weaken him a little bit. But it's also for himself. It's to build himself up.
Big shot comes crashing home. Ali is dropped. Muhammad Ali went down after eating that power punch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know what Muhammad Ali has left, but I do know this. He's getting up, and he's going to find out. Good block by Lewis. Jab with the straight, classic combination. Ali's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. That's an impactful right hand by Muhammad Ali. Ali's really in a groove right now, landing that straight punch.
Well, what he's doing is he's staying outside at the right distance. He's getting his opponent, you know, sort of lean in a little bit, and then bang, that straight shot is right there.
Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Little head knocking with that right hand. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Muhammad Ali. Forceful uppercut by Muhammad Ali.
Hey, man, come on now, keep your feet.
Unable to land clean by Muhammad Ali.
That's okay, let it go, let it go.
Good step back counter punch there. Lewis is
Keep
the
that
kind of
head
boxer
moving, baby.
that
Come on,
wants
champ.
to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here, having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
It's kind of like being at the carnival. You know, you just hit the bullseye, and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something either bigger, but you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Relax. It's all right, just keep
He
moving.
just looks exhausted to me right now. Lewis's accuracy is non-existent. This guy cannot punch a solid target right now.
No, but what this shows, he's missing so many shots. We always think about the damage done when they land. This is showing you the damage.
He did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up. Good block by Ali. Look at Muhammad Ali and his ability to avoid punches here. He's got it every which way. He's slick, he's smooth, he blocks and parries. Good defense. Really good job by Ali. Little head hunting never hurt. Does it with the hook. Good block. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Ali's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that? A credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
What a big shot. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
1, 2,
Lewis's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. Good uppercut by Muhammad Ali. Ali's knockdown in that last round has really got his corner pumped up here.
Hands up, keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good, I need you to use your feet, all right? Move around him.
I wonder if those 60 seconds were enough, Teddy. He was knocked down in that last round. Now he's right back out there.
That 60 seconds has been enough for fighters in his position before. This sport's been around way over 100 years. It's up to him to do the things he needs to do early on in this round.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
There's that overhand right.
Keep working that jab, man. Good job.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Lewis. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Lewis is showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Well-targeted left hand by Muhammad Ali.
Come on, now keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Right to the head with that right. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th.
I don't want to see you slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range and jab, jab.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. He gets off with a combination up top. Lewis has got to be careful here, Teddy, because he can't stay like this. Yes, he's throwing punches, but not being effective at all.
No, he's not. He's not landing. And that's bad for the scorecards, but as he continues doing this, it's going to be bad for his chin because he's going to start now getting counted. As time goes by, the more he misses, now his opponent is going to start doing the other part. He's going to come back and take advantage of those misses.
Effective with that 1-2. He just missed that shot up top. At the halfway point of round 7.
Pace yourself.
Lewis is crushed by a huge uppercut. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Lewis. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. Solid left hand to the head.
That's my man. Keep fighting. You want this fight? Because listen to me, man. If you want this fight, you gotta stay busy out there, all right? Because you're losing this fight. Why? Because you're not.
Ali's in control of this fight with a commanding lead on your scorecard, Teddy, as we start round number 8. He just looks like the kind of guy that's not going to be defeated tonight.
No, he's made up his mind. And he didn't make his mind up, you know, and this is for the young fighters out there and whatever you aspire to do to move forward. He didn't make up his mind tonight. It was made up way before he got in the ring, and it's showing.
He's getting the payoff. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is letting your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
Finish with the hook.
Muhammad Ali's in bad shape. Hey, I know he's not in great shape, but he's doing a very good job now all of a sudden of defending himself. Ali's in bad shape, but he's doing the only thing he can at this point. He's tying up.
Yeah, but what I'm a little surprised at, and I think what his opponent's going to pay a price for later on, he's letting him tie up.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Keep going.
Solid right by Lewis. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Coming, champ. Let's go. You got to see that.
Nice jabs there by Lewis. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Blocks that belt line well. This has been an absolutely dominating performance by Muhammad Ali. And he's doing it the way that judges like for it to be done, with clean and effective punching.
Yeah, making their job a little easier.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Lewis.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Ali's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent.
Lewis has been stunned.
Clinch, clinch.
Wow, this should be fun to see right here. He hurt him. This is like a cat and a mouse game right now. He's just bullying him, pushing him around.
Yeah, the cat, I've seen this cat and mouse game before. The cat was named George Foreman. The mouse, Joe Frazier. He was pushing him back, parrying him back, where he could finally get him where he wanted him.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round.
All right, breathe. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Put some water in. We got it. You're good. You all right? You okay, right?
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Good effective. Did you see that? And for the second time tonight, he goes down. the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now, he needs them right now.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance.
Ali's got that catch-me-if-you-can kind of attitude. He's almost daring his opponent at this point to try to land a headshot, but his movement's been so good. His defense is just supreme. Look at that! Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's over! This fight is over. Lewis is unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Ali's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter liked it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We welcome
welcome to
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Good smooth work by Lewis. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Teddy, early on in a fight like this, speed fighter against a fighter with high stamina, what are some things you may notice that can hint to you the direction this fight will take?
Well, the pace, obviously. The faster fighter, is he keeping it at a quick pace? Or, as the slower fighter, the endurance fighter, has he found a way to mellow that pace a little bit, slow things down a little bit?
Comes right back at him with a left hand. He brings it right back. Big shot upstairs. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Oh, what a power punch he was able to land there.
Joe, that's what you call setting up a trap. Not a mouse trap, but a punch trap. Step back a little bit, invited him in, bang.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1.
Nice work.
3 minutes gone by in this round.
Deep breath, deep breath. Holy shit, you are in control of this fight, man. You're fighting his fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. Now I want you to use the ring and keep your distance. Keep circling. Just don't stand in front of him. Keep circling now, champ.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. 2 snapping jabs by Lewis. Lewis's right hand scores well, and just grabbing onto his opponent. That's an intense jab right there by Muhammad Ali. Ali's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Lewis is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. And he engages in the clinch. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home.
Get your hands up!
Halfway through this round, Muhammad Ali blocks that punch. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. A snapping hook by Lewis. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand. Lewis is hurt from that. Good defensive skill. Ali's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
Keep your hands up, come on.
Nice block. Last 10 seconds. A big punch by Lewis. So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand. Oh, what a hook upstairs. At the end of the 20th century, many of the greatest of lists were all topped by Muhammad Ali. In fact, Sports Illustrated named him the sportsman of the century. I know Babe Ruth had a great effect on baseball. Michael Jordan's probably the greatest basketball player of all time. But I don't know that there's anybody that touched the world stage the way Ali did.
No, there probably isn't. At one point, he was probably the most recognizable face on the planet. I mean, everybody knew who he was. And also, what he stood for. You know, he stood for freedom. He stood for power, for strength. And he stood for, most important of all, individualism. And that's how he lived his life in and out of the ring. You know, he was very, different in that ring in his approach, his style. And that wasn't by accident. It was to stand out and show that everybody is unique.
Very accurate with the overhand right. Unable to score with the hook.
Keep moving.
Well placed, straight right hand. A classic 1-2 combo by Muhammad Ali. And that's the end of round 3.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Keep throwing punches. Need to capitalize on his misses.
Muhammad Ali's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. That's a nice right hand that time by Muhammad Ali. Lewis's fatigue is starting to play a major factor in this fight now. He is having trouble landing any of these punches.
Yeah, and it's not because his opponent all of a sudden is a great defensive whiz. You know, he's not Claude Rains. He didn't all of a sudden become the invisible man. It's just that he's not landing because he's thrown him from too far away, as you said, very tired.
Look at Muhammad Ali and his ability to avoid punches here. He's got it every which way. He's slick, he's smooth, he blocks and parries. Good defense. Really good job by Ali.
Good defense.
Good hook by Muhammad Ali. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Really frustrating his opponent now
Ali's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Lewis.
This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body because the body's not moving.
He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. That's a well-scored left hand by Muhammad Ali. That hook was well off the mark. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
1, 2, 1, 2.
He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Effective work with that flush overhand right. Nice block by Muhammad Ali. Lewis's right hand scores well that time. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Up top with the right hand.
It's okay. Pay him back.
Muhammad Ali's jab lands well.
Get out of the way.
You see, he comes over the top with that right hand. A real solid shot. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round.
There you go.
Lewis is showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo.
This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but it wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there. Pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target. But his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lewis.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Lewis is stunned and he is hurt.
He's tired. He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance. Relax, relax.
And he ties up on the inside.
You're not focused.
Halfway through round 6. He comes with the straight right hand. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there?
Come on.
Lewis is so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Solid right hand land. Oh, that's gotta hurt. What a right hand. And he goes down from it. It's over. The fight is over. over. Muhammad Ali's power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. So he's unable to recover from that one clean shot. This bout ends by way of knockout.
You know, obviously I'm not in his body, so you never know what's really going on, but I just was wondering a little bit, could he have got...
Good evening, everyone. Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Commits to the straight right. Nice block by Lewis. Power puncher facing a high stamina guy, a well-conditioned guy. How can the well-conditioned fighter best guard his body so that the power puncher isn't targeting it?
Well, move it. Get on his bicycle a little bit. Don't stay right in front. If that power puncher is the power puncher, that's his strength. But his weakness is he probably has to have you right in front. Give him angles.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later and something you got to start early and stay with.
Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Lewis.
Double up, that's it.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Lewis. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Come on. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Tough to have a discussion about Muhammad Ali without bringing up the name of Smokin' Joe Frazier. Their trilogy, perhaps the most documented in the history of the sport.
Well, Fred Astaire, maybe the greatest dancer of all time, had to have King Garages, and you do need somebody to match up with, and he found that person. He found that person in every way, was the perfect guy to make great fights with. You know, personality-wise, the opposite of each other. And style-wise, in that ring, the opposite. One guy coming forward, another guy on the outside looking to take advantage of that forward motion.
That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Muhammad Ali. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lewis. And now he's targeting upstairs. Nice work, the left hand to the head.
There's no need to be on the inside.
You know, we're early in this fight, but Lewis's energy may come into question soon. He's throwing a lot of punches, Teddy.
Yeah, and his mental energy, too. I'm wondering if he's getting a little discouraged that his opponent is not showing a lot of effect from all those shots.
Ali's able to land at a good connect percentage. Look at the punch
Let
stat.
that right hand go, all right? Let that right hand go.
And round number 3 is underway. That's a fierce left hand that landed by Lewis. Protecting his head well with his guard. How about that left hand? Ali's hand speed is right now the difference. Teddy, you got faster hands, you're halfway home.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, is to be able to do that. But there is a way to negate it, to counter it, and that's to time the punches. Timing can beat speed.
Double jab upstairs. Muhammad Ali is able to avoid that punch. Nice strike after catching one by Lewis. Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round. Not able to land the headshot. Teddy, there's a certain fire that rages in Muhammad Ali. A lot of it has to do with the early days and some things he faced growing up in Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, he's a sensitive person. He's a person that takes that sensitivity and he puts it somewhere in a place, as you said, sort of in a furnace that can burn strong. You know, this was during a time where this country was not at its proudest times, the way that it behaved towards black people, towards African Americans, and he remembers that and he uses that in a positive way, in an athletic way, in a way where it just prospers him career-wise.
Let's go. What are you waiting? You want this fight? Then let's get moving out here.
Ali's up on Teddy's scorecard, 3 rounds to zip, but still obviously a lot can happen at this point forward. Off target with that hook. Ali's having a field day against his opponent. Now, if you're standing opposite him, you got to solve this, or else it's just going to snowball. It's going to go downhill quick. You're going to lose this fight.
No, you do, Joe. The conventional way, the standard way that everyone's used to seeing with a tall guy that's keeping range like this is you work your way in. But there's another way, too. Maybe you step out and you get him to give up his height, his range, invite him in a little bit, and then all of a sudden, bang, you slam the trap on him.
Well off the mark by Muhammad Ali. Now he ties up there. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
Come on, stay away from those. Come on, man. Keep it up.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. You see him holding on. Muhammad Ali smashed by a hook. Overhand right can be so effective. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Ali's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. A good block. Solid straight right hand.
Now don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Keep your distance, all right? Nice.
Round number 5 has arrived. Ali's strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly in.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
flush right hand to the head.
You gotta protect yourself.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Pace yourself.
He missed with that headshot. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Ali's combination punching is working well here. A well-placed overhand right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. There's a straight right hand. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook.
Come on now, champ.
Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust to what you're doing. You want to keep them off balance, stay effective.
Look at Muhammad Ali and his ability to avoid punches here. He's got it every which way. He's slick, he's smooth, he blocks and parries. Good defense. Really good job by Ali. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Ali's putting on a display of accuracy, and the punch numbers tell that story.
You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands again. All right, let's go. All right, listen.
The start of the 6th round. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Muhammad Ali.
Come on, kid, focus. Uppercut.
Ali scores with a booming uppercut. You see how Muhammad Ali does that right there? Beautiful flush hook. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Ali's showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. Lewis's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round.
Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay? Good job. Good, good. Nice work. Now listen, I want you to go downstairs, then upstairs, okay? Body then head. Now let's finish this thing.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. Lewis is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Lewis. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
Keep working that jab.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Lewis is hurt by a big shot. You could tell that he was nearly out of gas, so now He's taking a little bit of a break. He's tying up.
Hey, look, airplanes.
And yet another big shot comes in. Lewis is on the floor and in a bad spot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Targeting that 1-2.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Nice block by Lewis. And bang, and away he goes. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's all over. Ali's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your